Welcome to San Diego, America's finest city and home to Outworld. We've been drawn to the outdoors our whole lives, but as most of you know, the appetite is never satisfied. There's always something more to see. So when we sat down to plan our debut documentary, we whipped out our bucket list and booted up the GPS. We're in a sweet spot between seasons, where the heat hasn't gripped the lower elevations and mountaintops are still getting buried. Our mission was create a route that takes advantage of both, and to do that, we look northeast to Utah and beyond. Zion, Escalante, Moab, Telluride, 2,000 miles over 9 days. This is the all-terrain tour. Before we head out, the trucks are getting treated to a mechanical spa day at the Toyota mothership. Powering this trip are 3 of the Outworld rigs, a 2004 Runner, 2007 4Runner, and 2005 Lexus GX 470, equipped top to bottom for trips just like this. We've got our thumbs up from the master techs, so we're back to Outworld HQ before we head out first thing in the morning. The first leg of the trip takes us from San Diego to southern Utah, and it's all paved roads until the last few miles. It's tough driving past Vegas without stopping, but it's lunchtime, and we found one of San Diego's best local gems right outside of the city.
Just outside of Vegas, stopped at our favorite taco spot, Tacos El Gordo.
Panda Express will have to wait for another day.
With the city finally in the rearview mirror, we've crossed into Utah and heading for our first night's camp, just 30 miles past the California border. After a full day of driving, we're just happy to be on the dirt, even if it's only for the night.
Dropping into the beast right here. Yeehaw!
So we're at Gooseberry Mesa right now. Just got here a little bit before dark. Also known as one of the best mountain biking spots in the country. Great spot, can't beat the views, so we're excited to set up camp for the first night. Tents, check. Chairs, check. Bourbon, double check. Even though we're just getting to camp, our wake-up call is at 5 a.m. Tonight's camp is only about the essentials. Cook, drink, sleep, rinse, repeat. We scooted out of Gooseberry before dawn to meet up with Ranger Russ in Zion National Park. He's taking us to Canyon Overlook so we can catch a sunrise over the valley. This point of interest is one of the park's most popular, but the early start time has cut out the crowds and giving us what feels like a private tour up to the heart of Zion. There's dozens of trails in Zion's 229 square mile expanse. With a tight schedule, we have time for 2. We're realizing this place warrants our undivided attention on a future trip. Now that the sun's out, it's back down to the valley floor for our last stop. Russ has recommended we walk the only paved trail in Zion, so obviously a good stretch beforehand is critical. Dogs aren't allowed on any trails in Zion, except this one, the Paw Roost Trail. We're taking this one for the team, so the pup can tag along. While we're conquering the 3.5-mile out-and-back concrete obstacle course, Russ is dropping all sorts of knowledge, like what's Zion's most popular crime? Trespassing? Looting? No, graffiti. We're deducting 10 points from humanity for that one. We've barely scratched the surface of this amazing park, but it's time to continue the trek northeast to Escalante.
We made it out the Birch Trail. We got a nice little camp set up right now. We're cooking some food, getting everything going. And yeah, we're looking forward to exploring tomorrow. We're gonna knock out a lot of stuff and see where the day takes us. So.
I'm actually quite impressed, really, with everything between what I'm dealing with right here and the way these trucks were performing out on the trails today. It was a lot of fun. Other than this guy's GPS effects, I was really impressed with the day. Happy to be up here and soaking it all in. First time through Zion, and looking forward to Moab here in a day or two.
So what did you like about Zion?
Honestly, just seeing the...
So when I ask you a question, when I say, what did you like about Zion? Answer back the question. Yeah.
Okay. So what did I like about Zion?
We made it, and it was totally worth it for the view, though. I mean, beautiful. So thanks to Russ for that opinion and that advice and getting us out there. I mean, first morning in Zion, gorgeous, glorious. So we had a good time. That was just the start.
Too much cheese, let's be honest, guys. Especially when it's the full mix. And out in the wilderness. We saw the cows and the way they were looking at us today. They'd think they knew we had the mixed cheese. I don't know, we could just eat it right off this thing, as far as I'm concerned. I think it's time to get down.
Last night was a late one, but this Utah sun has us out of our tents early. Breakfast was slowly coming together, and it was a perfect opportunity to whip out the bike for a few quick turns around camp. Today's goal? Get to the Circle Cliffs, about 40 miles east before sunset. With a late start and plenty of stops ahead, it's a casual race against the clock. We're less than 10 miles short of our destination, but the sun is fading fast and we've opted to set up camp while there's still light. It's hard to find a bad campsite around here, and even our random pull-off site boasted some all-time views across the mesa. This is a low-key evening. and we're using it to download footage, check maps, and kick up our feet with a drink in our hand and a front row view of the galaxy. Standing between us and Moab is 200 miles of highway, with temperatures breaking 100 degrees. Motivated to beat the heat, we're headed out of Escalante pronto, but not without a quick stop at the top of Dixie National Forest. About 100 miles in, we spot an OHV trailhead looking more like the moon than Utah. Perfect spot for a break. There are no signs of life around here, and with jumps, dunes, and berms as tall as buildings, this place is like Mad Max meets Destruction Derby. And just like that, our first problem. The Lexus is losing brake pressure, an issue that could sideline the group in the middle of nowhere. After a closer look, a sigh of relief as we dodged a bullet. It's a loose hardline. A couple turns of the wrench later, problem solved.
A little nerve-wracking for sure, but I'm glad Weston's a fucking awesome shade tree mechanic, so he saved the day like usual, so we're ready to keep rocking.
Good stuff. Have fun with Moab, man.
Alright, we'll do. Later, babe.
As expected, Moab is packed. We're fortunate to find a prime spot on Slick Rock before experiencing firsthand what this iconic city has to offer. Located northeast of Moab proper, this 11-mile out and back route features the trademark red rock and breathtaking formations, plus a few creek crossings. For better or worse, the last few weeks in Moab have been dry, but we managed to find enough water for a free car wash. Our last stop before Telluride is also the toughest. It's one of Moab's most popular trails, and it's been on our bucket list since the beginning.
Here we are, Moab.
Moab,
I
doing
just shit my pants.
we're in the middle of Hell's Revenge. This is apparently a dinosaur track site. We're trying to locate the tracks right now. They're around here somewhere. With the crew due in Colorado by nightfall, it's time to round back to the trailhead. However, this rock fin ahead is staring us in the face, and we must respond.
What kind of tires we got anyway? He's all puckered up.
There's not much room for error on these climbs, and the one thing you're not supposed to do under any circumstance is stop. With some focus and good pedal management, the bullhorn recovers and quickly gets back on track.
Want to get out and judge real quick? Let's get out and judge real quick.
Bang, 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 bang. Oh. Come on, baby. Thank you, bullhorn. Mwah.
This was one of the crazier runs we've ever been on, and it's considered one of the easiest in town. No doubt we'll be back to Moab one day, but for now, it's mission accomplished. Time to air up and head into Colorado for a few days of mountain relaxation. Until next time, Outworld, over and out.
There's a fire on the horizon. Thursday morning, hungover, getting breakfast and coffee in Telluride.
Are you making a vlog?
Star date, 2017, someday.